Today, your leadership lesson comes from my thinking chair. I like to get up early in the morning, oftentimes before 5 o'clock, sometimes even before 4 o'clock, like this morning. And I get up and I read my Bible. I spend time in prayer. I'm reading books on self development. And I'm spending time thinking and reflecting, problem solving. This is the time my kids are in bed, everyone's sleeping, and I love the sound of silence. Today, I want to talk with you about offense. This week, I had some conversations with people and they left offended. And that always hurts my heart. It grieves my heart because when there is a wall of offense, I've experienced it, you've experienced it, we've all experienced it. It closes us off from receiving oftentimes very valuable truths that could take us to the next level of our journey. My name is Paul Lemire. I'm founder of Lemire Leadership Solutions. And today, I want to talk to you about how you can break through these walls, how you can tear down these fences, so to speak, take off the fences. Share a story with you. Earlier this year, I was being coached, and my coach said to me, Paul, I don't feel like you're being authentic. I feel like you're telling me what you think you want me to hear. And I could feel the fence rising in my heart, thinking to myself, who are you? Anyone who knows me knows that I'm an open book for the most part. I share my heart freely. I love connecting with people. I love growing, and I love helping others to grow. So immediately I was put off thinking, this guy's off. And then I had to step back and recognize as a coach, we listen to a higher level. We're not just listening for the words that are being spoken. We're looking for gestures. We're listening to tone, intonation. We're listening to patterns in words that are being used again and again. And there was something that he was hearing. And it didn't register until the middle of that night when I realized that he was exactly right. There were areas of my life that I was not living authentically in. I was subtly, subconsciously, all right, that's a big problem, is so much of our lives are driven by the subconscious. I was subconsciously living up to other people's visions for my life, well-meaning mentors and people who I knew cared about me, instead of living up to the picture in my own mind of the vision that I was called to step into. And that's the problem with offense, is it closes us off to being able to receive the truth. Blind spots are real. It makes me laugh when people talk about how much they know about their blind spots. No, you really can't know much about your blind spots, because that's why they're called blind spots. We're blind to them. We can't see them. You can start to become aware of them. You can start recognizing patterns, but you've got to see blind spots from a different lens. Oftentimes, if your eyesight is coming in, it's recognizing the effects that your engagements with people are having on other lives. It's recognizing mostly through your listening what people are saying. For many years, people would say, Paul, I don't feel like you're very approachable as a teacher. I don't feel like you have empathy for me. These are very, very real things. And even in this last week, when people were offended, I had to listen, because some of them were saying, I don't feel like you're holding space for me in terms of connecting and understanding and empathizing with my pain, with what's happening. And I have had to learn that my personality is wired for results, and I want to see results. I feel good about getting the list checked off. And if I'm not careful and I start striving and get very busy and very overwhelmed, I can forget to stop and be present so that I can connect with the individual that's in front of me. So I want to encourage you today, recognize these things. Don't get offended, because the minute you get offended, you lose the opportunity to be able to receive. Instead of being able to receive the gift, you get caught up in the wrapping paper. All right, you get stuck on the wrapping paper and you never open up the gift because you're so focused on the person that's delivering it to you. But don't miss that gift today. I'll see you next week.